one of my difficult periods. Also, in this Senate, before I came to the Senate, before I came into politics, I can buy anything body can buy. I'm not a thief. Those that put me in prison know the reason they put me in prison. They took over all my businesses and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people. It's not the end to what we have done. It's not the end to United Nigeria. It's not the end to Brothers Keeper. But these senators I called were with me. I never lacked. When the PDP that I was governor for 2 terms was being formed, I brought every money they used in forming that party. Every penny in 1997 and 98. And I later became a thief. And people I gave transport money from my house in VI became angels. This is what Nigeria represents. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me these 4 years of uninterrupted support. Because this country is not fair to so many of us. I built this country, I employed 30,800 workers. People employing nobody, and nobody asked them their source of wealth. I have 3 factories in Lagos, Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Ota, build manufacturing. I have 3 factories in Aba, manufacturing. And I'm a thief. And people that cannot explain where their source of wealth come from, they are not thieves. I leave everything in the hands of God. May God be the judge.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Well, that would have to be the perspective and the emotional perspective, if I'll quickly, out of Senator Orji Kalu with regards to his experience with life, with governance, politics, and the likes of that. It's quite emotional about how he's been treated in the arena of politics. Of course, many of you recall at some point in time he was, imprisoned for allegations that he later led to convictions, and then he had a turnaround, courtesy of President Muhammadu Buhari, who had that turned around eventually. But many things are happening, like we say, on the streets of politics, and all kinds of things can happen if you're available to take through on that. Meanwhile, the PDP say there's a plot to orchestrate APC's plan to execute on the day of NAS leadership election, saying the APC is trying to do some sort of gimmicks to take over. Who knows what that means? But they did put together a press conference around that as well. Meanwhile, Wike has reaffirmed his support for Akpabio to be the Senate president if he will be elected by his colleagues. Stay with me right here on Ajua Infe. I'll be back with more. I will talk even more.
Not today, with some small stretch mark.
Audio Jungle.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info.
5.1 Nigeria Info, Abuja. Let's talk.
The Current Affairs Show.
Live on 95.1. With Femi D Live, Nigeria Info, Abuja. Let's talk.
Oh, yes, let's keep up the conversation right here on Nigeria Info. I'm Femi D. Amele. Just in case you're just joining in, you're listening to Morning Crossfire with Femi D Live. Interesting time as we have across the country. If you've missed out on the show, well, a good part of the show you've missed so far. At some point during the course of the day, we went through the papers and saw some interesting headlines, including the Senate leadership and, the National Assembly leadership, essentially, the deliberations, the negotiations, the stepping down that have been done by some of the major candidates who hoped to have people vote for them. But I haven't met with the leadership of the executive now. This includes the president, the vice president as well. And of course, in the doorway lobbying how things should be would have to be the first lady, who herself is a former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The old wading over the weekend on what direction the APC party should go. And over the weekend, the valedictory session of the National Assembly did take place, with comments being made by various senators, prominent ones, those who have served for a long time and those who may not be serving anymore. But one thing is of interest: about 75% of them are not coming back, 25% will stay. With experience, I believe, to provide new ways in which things will be done. But some also describe it as an opportunity for 75 new ways, and if I would say 75 new people to come up with 1,001 ways in which the National Assembly leadership could go in terms of ideas and around laws and guiding and working with the executive to make sure the Nigerian populace benefit from being represented as such. So that comes into play as something that could possibly happen in the 10th Senate when they start off from days from now. Some days from now. Now, that's on one side. Now, over the weekend as well, or should I say Friday into the weekend, we followed through, of course, the arrest of, should I say detention, not the arrest now. I would choose my words in that line to say detention of CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, Governor Godwin Emefiele, by security operatives who see the need for him to respond to some accusations and things going on. No word from CBN with regards to that. The DSS only informed briefly that the matter should be discussed carefully or analyzed carefully with no extra extraterrestrial interpretation for what might be going on. We'll wait for more details. Some say will be charged to court as the week unfolds this week with regards to allegations that could be up to 6 of them. I will not speculate, but I'll let things play out in that regard. And also this weekend did see, and pretty much they did see President for the first time giving out his Democracy Day speech describing the effects of subsidy, fuel subsidy on Nigerians, and saying there's going to be a reward process in infrastructure, transport, health, and you name it, that would come along the lines. And over the weekend, statements attributed to him also border on the fact that he says there's no free lunch anymore for states bordering along Nigeria, especially those who have relied on Nigerian oil and fuel to move the economy and their purchasing power back and forth to see how things go. And quite a number of governors across the country has also moved for the idea of 4 working days in a week. Some went as far as 3 days in order to not just to intervene with the pressure that comes with the fuel subsidy and cost of transportation. Now, the 2 weeks turnaround period, May 29 was the date in which the fuel subsidy actionable step of removing it did go into play. And what that means is the economic indices around that will play out from the likes of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 21 days. We'll start to see strong economic reflections apart from the ones we already see. The real indicators will show up in the inflation numbers as after 21 days, in which we'll see the economic cycle fully reflect and respond to the choice of fuel subsidy as the day plays out with regards to this. Meanwhile, the court processes have continued. Well, on the lines of the Presidential Tribunal, the Labour Party has been asked to tender a video evidence along the lines of why they think there was cheating in the last election. They have that job to do. Meanwhile, the Labour Party governorship candidate who did become the governor in Abia State, Alex Oti, is confident that he has a lot to learn from former permanent secretaries as he has called on them to borrow, to share from their experience and get insight into what needs to be done in days ahead. These are part of the things going on across the country. You'll find much insight into where we are now and the days to come, how things will be unveiled. And of course, sometimes one wonders about the details around such and such news. Well, here and there, analysts are open. Let me take on your calls and your viewpoints on quite a number of the issues I've already mentioned thus far. As part of the things going on in the polity of the country this very morning. The numbers remain 0700-951-0000. Are you with me? That's 0700-951-0000. You can also join in on 08095974869, okay? If you have those numbers, you're doing fine, okay? That's 08095974869. And surely enough on WhatsApp on 08099930137. You can send your tweets my way at Nigeria Info ABJ. And yes, for those who really want to reach out to me personally on their thoughts on politics and more, well, send your tweets my way at Femi D Live. That's what I go by, okay? At Femi D Live, okay? Send that in. Femi D Live is spelled FEMID. Live spelled with LIVE on all social media platforms. Let me get to know what you're thinking. I'm live right now on YouTube and on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Nigeria Info Abuja, or just look for at Nigeria Info Abuja. Like the page, drop your comments, and also on YouTube you can do the same at Nigeria Info Abuja. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Femi. Morning, Kingsley.
Fine, Kingsley. Good to talk to you. Welcome.
Yeah, I want to react on the democracy broadcast from our president.
Okay.
I've observed with keen interest. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I have observed with keen interest speech often made by president concerning judiciary. Since he has.
Oh, dear, Kingsley score did not stay true, unfortunately. All right, make an attempt to reach me back. Let me know what you were getting at with regards to your viewpoint on the judiciary and speech made by presidents. Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, Dr. Femi Barisazan.
Oh, good to have you on. Welcome.
Yes, I commend the president on his thought-provoking Democracy Day speech. But I just want to say just certain things about this fuel subsidy. He said he feels the pain of Nigerians. I just to humbly suggest areas that he can alleviate the present trauma, cushiating the debilitating experiences of Nigerians. You see, the issue of food is very important. The prices of food have recorded. For civil servants, let him encourage the formation of cooperative shops. That in those days, I was one of the civil servants. Cooperative shops where food items are sold cheaply. Let the government establish warehouse where food is sold cheaply for the masses. Let us introduce alternative sources of energy. Solar. We have been hearing of solar. Yes, solar. Then internet. Let the government work with I don't know whether.
Okay. But Sazan, it's difficult to keep up with you now. Not too sure we can hear much of what you're saying towards the end. But thanks for your suggestions and solutions. Good morning to you.
Good morning once again, Dr. Femi.
All right, good. Good to have you on. Let's talk.
A beautiful speech by Mr. President. But what the speech lacks is decision taking action that will produce the result towards reducing the burden. That Mr. President said he felt he's feeling the pain of Nigeria. What are the processes towards reducing the pain, reducing poverty, creating employment, raising the people up high? That is what we expect. That is my take.
All right. Well, many thanks to you. Interesting time to understand what's going on. People are now reacting to the subsidy perspective that the president had in his speech as well. Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, it gladdens me to listen to the president's visionary speech, but what I feel he left out is reducing cost of governance, which is one of the biggest problems we have in Nigeria. He never touched on issue of any effort he is making to reduce cost of governance. Femi, the current system we have is allowing Nigeria to spend too much on opportunistic elites at the expense of ordinary Nigerians. So any serious government should have an holistic approach towards reducing cost of governance in Nigeria. Thank you. Have a nice day, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Cost of governance. Let's see how that plays out in days to come. Well, here's what Elder Johnson Nkta is saying with regards to this. I can't believe I'm seeing an advert for, to support somebody for president of the Senate. I'm just wondering, all right, well, no, let me shush my mouth on this. The Department of State Services to arrest, here's what he's saying, Elder Johnson says. The Department of State Services to arrest former President Muhammadu Buhari as accomplices of the suspended and arrest Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele under his leadership. Meanwhile, for the president's speech this morning, Femi, education is good. There's a difference between soft drinks. Elder Johnson Nkta from Asumaraba had a written in. Okay, thanks for that. Happy Democracy Day. This message comes in. Meanwhile, Tunde from Chika in Airport Road says, bravo, Mr. President. The president went down memory lane to remind us of what transpired in 1993 presidential election. Hope former President Obasanjo is listening. June 12 will remain in my memory forever because I lost some of my friends during the time. I'm convinced President Tinubu will do well because he was part of the Abiola team in 1993. God help President Tinubu to succeed. God bless Nigeria. Tune from Chika from Airport Road. And then, let me see now. Good morning, Femi D. This message starts off. I'm hoping I get to it anyway. Good morning, Femi D. Please. Hey, okay, just a moment. Please, I need your assistance. Had this number drawn for you. Ayobami from Buye. Do you mind saying something? Enter the vehicle from here, coming to Jabi, but the VIU stopped him in Mabuchi, discharged all the passengers. They blocked another vehicle for us to get into my destination at Arab Junction. When I dropped, I picked my things from the boot. The driver zoomed off PPE materials. I think, Ayobami, you sent this before, and I read it. I don't think you left it yesterday again because you read it last week. You sent it, I think, about last week, and I'm wondering if yesterday is same as last week. But Ayobami, I wish you the best with regards to recovering your tools. A man from NPC Tower says, Femi, I get annoyed whenever I hear Peter Mbas speak because he's not qualified to contest an election due to his certificate forgery with NYC. NYC has testified before the court. In due course, it will be shown the exit door, and the stolen mandate will be returned to the rightful owner, who is Mike Edoga. As for the purported Emefiele arrest, I can never fall for APC political gimmicks because they are the government in which they are. The more you look, the less you see. From the APC, probe APC, it's not possible, can never happen. His arrest was a mere political game while chasing for some applause from Nigerians. Please eat your popcorn and sip in some cold drink because they will soon release him, if after all, he's in their custody. But as for me, I don't think so. God bless you, FMD. One love. And Maker from NPC Towers writes that in. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. Good to have you on.
This is Ahmed from Abuja.
All right, Ahmed. Good to talk to you. Welcome.
Some people are asking for the arrest of Baba Buhari over this issue. They can never find Baba Buhari of any...
For the first time, I'm grateful that the line went off.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, sir. I want to talk about how these Okada and the cry.
Okay.
The message is clear. When you play politics, you see your people, the people you represent, the interest of the people against your own interest, you will never have peace. All the politicians in the East are looking for their own position, and they forgot they are sent to represent the people. Let them continue, but all of them will come back in shame. This is a promise. Have a wonderful day.
All right. Well, that's quite a strong word there. Okay. Who knows? Who knows how all this would end? The circle of life would continue, I presume, around the efforts they all put in getting various things done at this time. No, voila. Let's keep up with your views as we have some of your messages sent in on Facebook and on Twitter. I'm going to come to those in a short while from now. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning once again.
Yes.
Dr. Femi.
Good to have you on.
This is Sam from FCT.
All right, Sam.
Yeah, I want to talk about Emefiele. Emefiele is arrested. He was under authority of Buhari. Is it not unfair? Is it not unfair? He was under authority. He cannot do that thing he did that suffered Nigeria because Buhari suffered Nigeria to some extent. They should also arrest him. They have no immunity anymore. So they should arrest him, or else we are talking about divisive sentences. And everybody should be free. I beg you. Thank you.
All right, well, that's some call there. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Femi.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you. This is Tara.
Welcome, Tara.
Thank you. I want to talk about all this Kalo and Co. and his cohort. Well, he should cry river. It's just the beginning for him. Because I know that Adians wouldn't have even voted for him to come back to the Senate. But they always have the money and they have INEC to help them. So let him continue to cry. He will cry river and nothing will be done. Since they don't want to count their tongue, their teeth with their tongue, they will continue to go down. They will be used and dumped. Where's Rochas or Korosha? Where are they? So that is it. For MSLA, I am not surprised. He is the scapegoat. Like I said in that time, I said, look at someone like, what is his name? The former, former governor of Anambra State, Ngige.
Ngige, okay. Dr. Ngige.
When students asked to strike. And I said, there are some things that these men cannot do on their own. They take permission from these people. Until we say hearing about Kaba, nobody knew that there's Kaba again as well. These guys don't have the mental capacity to say no to anything that comes out from Kaba. Nigeria should know that. And stop blaming the scapegoats, because it's always the scapegoats. We talk about an accountant general of 109 billion, notwithstanding the houses and everything. He brought 30 million. And that's, have you heard of him? Was he disgraced this way when they disgraced MFLS? So that's justice for you. Nigeria is a fraud. A country with three...
No, Nigeria is not a fraud. You may have fraudulent people in Nigeria, but Nigeria is not a fraud.
On radio, I can
No, madam. I insist, Nigeria is not a fraud. You could have fraudulent people in charge of some affairs, but Nigeria is not a fraud. Let's be clear about that.
Fraudulent people, too much corrupt people, and fraudulent people meet. And that makes it a shaky country. Because if you truly look at what L5 said, compare it to what Kanu Nandi Kanu said, that you see that languishing in the police, languishing in DSS stuff, compare it to what L5 said, and then tell me why you are going to tell me that Nigeria, that there's equity, fairness, and justice. Because there's not. But one thing I know is this: a day will come when we will be tired, and God will take over this country.
God has never taken over any country. God stays in his realm to do what he does. It's our responsibility to behave better and to conduct yourself better. I want to join Madam Tara. I've never heard you speak so intensely and in a way that is very least nationalistic. I know you do analyze the news, but I'm really concerned about your choice of language today. Surprise, surprise. I guess I may need to be very attentive to you more than ever before. Good morning to you.
Okay, Femi, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
It's Chinedu.
All right, Chinedu, good to have you on.
My brother is laughable. This Senator Ojo Sokalo laughing, crying about marginalization. It surprised me. I'm very, very happy that he's crying. Rich also cries. We are crying. He will cry more than he will cry more than us. He will cry. He said we will start building bridge. He never finished building bridge, not to be seated president. Continue building bridge according to him. He said, let's
easy. Just take it easy. Take it. My brother, I want to allow you to speak, but just take it easy. Take it easy, because now you're about to go abusive. Just take it easy. Go on with your view. Take it easy.
To him, he said we should start building bridges. Do I talk to anybody?
No, I'm pleading with you not to do that. Okay, just take it easy. Go on. I'm listening to you.
I'm not proud. So if we see me, I'm laughing. I'm laughing at him. As he's crying, I'm laughing at him. Let him cry more and more. I'm not surprised what is happening. If you tell it to listen, they will not listen to you. Say I'm now. Zero tax or cross. Very soon, more time now, the other one will start crying his own. Omaya and who put on them. All of them, they will see what we are seeing. And when they come out, they will see what we are seeing. They cannot talk again. So
all right.
We pray. More will come. More. Let them be wise.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you for your viewpoint. Intense calls. Good morning to you.
Hello. Good morning, Femi G.
Yes, good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How was the night?
Good. Fairly enough. Good.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Dede.
All right, Emmanuel from Dede.
I want to talk about the MFLA. You see, I am not surprised. I don't know if it's actually an arrest, because I don't see any reason why they should arrest someone and put him in a private jet. And when other people, if you want to arrest other common men, they put handcuff on their hands. But MFLA was arrested and taken out with private jet. Emefiele has been due for arrest since Jonathan's regime. And when Buhari came in, everybody was expected that Emefiele would be arrested. The fear of Buhari makes a lot of people to start running out of this country. Even companies that are defrauding this country, they start running out of this country. But, when they...
Oh, dear. Okay. Well, it's called drop off.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
My name is Shimon. I'm calling from Pelawa.
All right, let's take your call. Your call will likely be the last call for the day, Joe. Good morning.
Please, I don't know under the way people have been comments of the radio. I will want this country so good.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Why are we so tribalized like this, so hated like this? Why are we behaving like that? Huh? Yeah, why did this country to move forward? We are taking the society. That's how the country takes move forward. Eh? Okay, everybody, we know the corruption they have already in this country. And then we know that somebody can make the corruption stop. People like that, people still complain. Please, I'm sorry for our people. See, these are good people. These are Southeast people. Tell them to caution the way they are talking, comment on radio. Please, that's what I want to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Grateful to you. Okay, well, good morning from the Ayman Fakuba. It baffles me the way people apportion blame in this country. While I agree that Mefele should be called to give account, there is a lot. Okay, we should not feign ignorance of the position of appointee and appointer in this country. Okay, let's leave it at that for today. A good number of your calls and your messages have come in, and I'm truly grateful that you have taken out your time to extend your viewpoints on this. Enjoy the rest of your Democracy Day. Do all you can. Let's be nationalistic as far as we can go and keep building positive comments in every life, okay? Femi D Amele. Femi D Amele is my name. God bless you. Enjoy your day.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.